Heartworms are a serious and potentially deadly parasitic infection that affects dogs and other animals. They are transmitted through the bites of mosquitoes, and once inside the body, the worms migrate to the heart and blood vessels where they can grow and reproduce. Heartworms are a type of parasitic worm that can infect dogs and other animals, including cats, ferrets, and wolves. These worms, which are scientifically known as Dirofilaria immitis, are transmitted through the bites of mosquitoes and can grow up to a foot long in the heart and blood vessels of infected animals. There are several ways that dogs can become infected with heartworms. The most common method of transmission is through the bite of an infected mosquito. These mosquitoes pick up the heartworm larvae from infected animals and then transmit them to other animals when they bite. Dogs that spend a lot of time outdoors are at an increased risk of becoming infected with heartworms, as they are more likely to be bitten by mosquitoes. However, indoor dogs can also become infected if they are bitten by an infected mosquito that has found its way into the home. In addition to being transmitted through the bites of mosquitoes, heartworms can also be transmitted from an infected mother to her puppies during pregnancy or nursing. This is known as vertical transmission. Please share this video with your friends and family. Do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also smash that bell notification icon so that I can keep on sending you important similar information like this. It is important to note that heartworms can be found in all 50 states in the United States, as well as in many other parts of the world. This means that all dogs, regardless of where they live, are at risk of becoming infected with heartworms. If left untreated, heartworms can cause serious health problems for dogs, including heart failure and lung disease. That is why it is so important to take steps to prevent heartworm infection and to seek treatment if your dog does become infected. Preventing heartworms in dogs is an important part of protecting your pet's health. There are several preventive measures that you can take to help reduce the risk of your dog becoming infected with heartworms. These include: use a monthly heartworm preventive medication. One of the most effective ways to prevent heartworms in dogs is to use a monthly heartworm preventive medication. These medications, which are available from your veterinarian, work by killing the heartworm larvae before they can grow into adult worms. It is important to give your dog the medication every month as directed by your veterinarian to ensure maximum protection. Keep your dog on a leash. If your dog is on a leash, he or she will be less likely to come into contact with infected mosquitoes. Avoid areas with standing water. Mosquitoes that transmit heartworms breed in standing water, so it is important to avoid areas with standing water, such as ponds and marshes, when possible. Keep your yard clean. Remove any standing water from your yard, as this can attract mosquitoes. Use mosquito repellent. Mosquito repellents containing DEET can help to keep mosquitoes away from your dog. Keep your dog inside during peak mosquito hours. Mosquitoes are most active during the early morning and late afternoon, so try to keep your dog inside during these times. By taking these preventive measures, you can help to reduce the risk of your dog becoming infected with heartworms and ensure that your pet stays healthy and happy. The most common treatment for heartworms in dogs is a series of injections of a medication called melarsamine. This medication is typically given by a veterinarian and is designed to kill the adult heartworms that have infected your dog. Before starting treatment, your veterinarian will likely perform a series of tests to determine the severity of the heartworm infection and to make sure that your dog is healthy enough to undergo treatment. These tests may include a physical examination, chest X-rays, and a blood test. The treatment process usually involves 2 injections of melarsamine, which are given 24 hours apart. The injections are typically given in the muscle of the thigh and may cause some discomfort. Your dog may need to be hospitalized for a short period of time after the injections to ensure that he or she is responding well to the treatment. After the initial injections, your veterinarian will likely recommend a course of oral medications to help kill any remaining heartworms and to prevent new worms from forming. This treatment may take several weeks or even months to complete, depending on the severity of the infection. It is important to follow your veterinarian's instructions carefully and to give your dog all of the medications as directed. It is also important to keep your dog as quiet as possible during the treatment process to reduce the risk of complications. If your dog is severely infected with heartworms, surgery may be necessary to remove the worms. This is typically a last resort, as it is a more invasive and risky procedure. However, in some cases, it may be the best option to save your dog's life. Overall, the most common treatment for heartworms in dogs is a series of injections of melarsamine, followed by a course of oral medications. With proper treatment, it is possible to kill the adult heartworms and help your dog recover from the infection. The cost of heartworm treatment for dogs can vary widely, depending on a number of factors, including the severity of the infection, the size of the dog, and the specific treatment plan recommended by the veterinarian. On average, the cost of heartworm treatment can range from several $100s to several $1,000s. The cost may also vary depending on where you live and the specific medications and procedures required. In general, the cost of heartworm treatment will include the cost of the medications, any necessary diagnostic tests, and any hospitalization or surgery that may be required. Your veterinarian will be able to provide you with a more accurate estimate of the cost of treatment based on your specific situation. As for the number of visits required to the veterinarian, it will depend on the specific treatment plan recommended by your veterinarian. Some dogs may require only a few visits, while others may require several visits over a longer period of time. In general, it is important to follow your veterinarian's recommendations and to complete the entire course of treatment to ensure that the heartworms are eliminated and to prevent any complications. This may require multiple visits to the veterinarian, but it is important for the health and well-being of your dog. Coming up is a video that gives you the chance to gain a greater understanding of your dog's behavior and needs. With this informative video, you'll be able to better communicate and strengthen your bond with your furry friend.